On April 21st, 2026, Anthropic quietly tried to remove Claude Code from their 20-month Pro plan. No announcement, no email, nothing. Developers just woke up and checked the pricing page and saw Claude Code, the future many of them subscribed specifically for, suddenly exclusive to a $100 a month max plan. A 5x price increase executed silently within hours. The internet caught fire. Reddit exploded, Hacker News went nuclear, Twitter lit up, and then, just as quietly as they made the change, Anthropic reversed it. But here's the thing, the reversal doesn't erase what this incident reveals about the economics of AI subscriptions, the compute capacity crisis hitting every major AI company, and what's coming for tools like Claude Code. Today, I'm breaking down exactly what happened, what Anthropic's head of growth admitted in the aftermath, and why this might be a preview of much bigger changes across the AI industry. Let's get into it. So, someone on Reddit notices something strange. The Anthropic pricing page has changed. Before, Claude Code had a check mark under the Pro plan. After, there was a red X. Claude Code is now exclusive to Max 5X, the 100-month plan, or the 20X 200-a-month plan. At the same time, Anthropic's support documentation quietly updated. The old title, Using Claude Code with your Pro or Max plan. The new title, Using Claude Code with your Max plan. One word deleted, a massive implication, no press release, no blog posts, no email to users, just updated pages. The developer response was pretty predictable. People lost it. Why? Because for a lot of Pro subscribers, Claude Code was the entire reason they were paying $20 a month. It's not just a chatbot. Claude Code is an autonomous coding agent that edits files directly, runs test works through multiple step programming, task operates from the command line, and integrates tightly with your workflow. For freelancers, indie developers, or solo builders, $20 a month was justifiable. $100 a month? That's a different calculation entirely. The tech journalist Ed Zitron documented the change in real time, comparing archived versions of Anthropic's pages. The evidence was clear. This wasn't a bug. This was a deliberate update. Every visitor to the site saw the same exact thing. Hours after the story broke, Amal Avasari, Anthropic's head of growth, posted on Twitter, "For clarity, we're running a small test on less than 2% of the prosumer signups. Existing Pro and Max subscribers will not be affected." Okay, so it's a test, right? Fine. But here's the problem. If you're testing on 2% of the new signups, why did you update? Why did the pricing page that everyone sees, support documentation that everyone reads, why is that changed? The global site with no A/B testing segmentation, a proper 2% test would be a server-side flag, invisible to the public, only affects the users in the test group. This was not that. This was a full public rollout that Anthropic is now calling a test after the backlash hit. A respected AI researcher, Simon Willison, put it bluntly, "I don't buy the 2% prosumer signup thing. Since everyone I've talked to is seeing this, the new pricing grid, and the internet's archive has already snapped a copy." He's right. The internet archive doesn't lie. The pages were changed globally. This wasn't a limited test. This was a price change that got reversed after the reaction. Within hours, literally while people were writing blog posts about the change, Anthropic reversed it. Simon documented it happening in real time. As he put it, "In the time that I was typing this blog, Anthropic appeared to have reversed its action. The page now has a check marks under the Pro column." Avasari's follow-up explanation, getting lots of questions on why the landing page and docs were updated if only 2% of new signups were affected. This is understandably confusing for 98% of the folks who are not part of the experiment, and we reverted both the landing page and the doc changes. Translation: we messed up the rollout. The test is still running, you just can't see it anymore. So the experiment continues, just it's invisible. Okay, so let's talk about why Anthropic tried this in the first place. Because Avasari actually admitted in the follow-up the compute problem. When we launched Max a year ago, it didn't include Claude Code, Cowork didn't exist, and agents that run for hours weren't a thing. Max was designed for heavy chat usage. That's it. Cowork landed, and long-running async agents are now everyday workflows. The way people actually use a Claude subscription has changed fundamentally. All this to say that Claude Code is burning through compute faster than Anthropic can afford to subsidize a $20 a month? The economics don't work. According to multiple reports, Pro users running heavy Claude Code sessions are consuming far more in compute costs than $20 a month, sometimes by a factor of 10 with Opus 4.7. Sessions run 3 times longer than they did, and on Opus 4.6, long-running agents grind for hours in the backend. Specific example in reporting is an indie developer using Claude Code heavily on a pro plan costs Anthropic potentially hundreds of dollars in tokens per month while only paying $20. That's not sustainable. But this isn't isolated. Anthropic has been making cost-cutting moves for weeks. April 4th in 2026, they blocked OpenClaw and other third-party agentic tools from running through Pro and Max subscriptions. Anyone using those tools had to switch to a separate API billing. March in 2026, the Register reported that Claude Code usage limits were burning down faster than expected, forcing Anthropic to trim quotas retroactively. The bigger picture of this is an industry-wide compute capacity crisis. GitHub has already suspended signups for Copilot and pulled Claude Opus from their $10 a month pro plan. Anthropic's API uptime was only 98% in the last 90 days leading up to April 8th, far below the 99.99 standard for cloud services. Some enterprise customers like Retool founder David Hugh have already switched to OpenAI because of reliability issues. The fundamental problem is that flat rate AI subscriptions are broken when the AI can run autonomously for hours. You can't charge $20 a month for unlimited use when the actual cost is unpredictable and potentially 10 times higher. So what does this mean for you? If you're a Claude Pro user, right now you still have Claude Code, but changes are coming. Avasari made that clear. They're looking into different ways of delivering a great experience for users. We don't know exactly what those look like yet, but that's what they're testing and getting feedback on right now. Translation to that is they're figuring out how to restructure the pricing to make the economics work. Possible outcome means Claude Code moves to Max only, usage-based pricing instead of flat rate, or maybe a tiered Claude Code access. Watch for similar chases across the board. GitHub Copilot, like I said, already suspended signups. Cursor is still $20 a month, but for how long? The trend is clear. Unlimited flat rate access to powerful AI agents is going away. The alternative path is handing a massive argument to the local model advocates. If you run models locally, you have no subscription costs, no usage limits, full control, no surprise price changes on models like DeepSeek, CodeLlama, or Qwen. And they're just getting better every single day. For coding tasks on familiar code bases, open source models are increasingly competitive. Anthropic just gave developers a strong reason to explore local inference. But all that aside, the bigger issue is this, and this is what bothers me the most. It's not the price increase itself. If Anthropic said, we need to raise prices because compute costs don't work, that's defensible. It's the execution that pisses me off. There was no announcement, no explanation, no transition period, no grandfathering for existing users that we know of yet. Just a silent change to public documentation, and then when caught, calling it a test that somehow required updating every public-facing page on the website. That alone erodes trust. And in a market where switching costs are relatively low, you can move from Claude to GPT-5 to Gemini in minutes. Trust is everything. Multiple developers I've seen online are already saying, I'm done with Anthropic and I'm moving to X instead. That's the real cost of handling this poorly. So what happens next? Anthropic will almost certainly make changes to Claude Code access. The question is when and how. Will they announce it properly next time? Offer a transition period? Grandfather existing users? Provide a refund for annual subscribers? The bigger story is this though. The era of cheap, unlimited AI agents access is ending, not just at Anthropic, across the industry. Compute is expensive. Agents burn through it fast. The economics have to change. The companies that handle that transition transparently and fairly will keep the users. The ones that don't, won't. So if you're using Claude Code on the Pro plan right now, enjoy it while it lasts. But also, I would think about having a backup plan. Test alternatives. Explore local models. Don't assume this pricing stays forever. And if you're a decision maker at any AI company watching this is an actual case study in how not to communicate pricing changes to developers. If this breakdown was useful, feel free to subscribe. I cover AI industry news that actually matters. Drop a comment below if you're still using Claude Code on Pro, or have you already switched to something else? Thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay critical, and never forget, do more, never give up, and always stay humble. See you in the next one.